Hello and welcome back to Gaming Past Your 30s. My name is Mischief, and in this video I'll be showcasing my character, Roided Up. This character is a strength melee build with a stat spread as seen on screen. Feel free to pause the video and take a screenshot if you wish to run this character yourself. The weapon of choice for this build's showcase is the Blood-Rusted Sword, an early game weapon that you can buy from the blacksmith that can handle the current endgame with ease. Prioritizing the enchantments that include deal extra elemental damage and focus gain on damage dealt modifiers. Now, weapons aside, let's talk about armor. For armor, we've opted to have a mix of leather helmet, mesh body armor, plate greaves, and plate gloves to maximize the defense gain to weight ratio, maintaining a relatively low stat investment in equip load. For gem infusions, there is no clear answer as to what to slot in, as these could be dependent on what your armor rolls during the enchantment process, and ultimately boils down to personal twists of what you prefer to have on your gear. For runes, we'll be using the Spin Rune, that is innate to the Blood-Rusted Sword, and Damage Surge Rune, that is purchasable from level 1 Enchanter. Damage Surge is also a good option to maintain higher damage output, without having to rely on food like the vegetable pie. Throughout this Crucible run, the Spin Rune showed surprising performance in terms of damage, and an added benefit of its ability to break shield stances on enemies. Boasting a low cost of 50 focus to cast, this rune can almost refund itself with a focus gain on damage modifier on a boss and larger enemies, and flat out sweeps armored, witches, and unarmored enemies, trivializing most of what you encounter throughout your run. Another good use of your Damage Surge is to recast it while going down the elevator to the following floor. This helps maintain the buff uptime and causes zero lag between encounters. This build's playstyle revolves around parrying and riposte via your rune cast. Opting in for a more measured approach to combat and taking engagements with calculated aggression. The high poison armor values, coupled with the health gain on parry infusement, allows the character to maintain damage uptime. In preparation for the Echo Night, make sure to use foods like the sirloin platter and fruit pie to get stamina and health buffs that up your odds of success in clearing the Crucible. In addition to this, applying oils to your weapons can also help reduce the time it takes to finish Echo Night off. Remember that every clear of the Crucible will only make it easier and require less and less of your time. In addition to this, do not be afraid to mix it up with the other runes that you can collect from the Crucible. And the length of how much you can get out of any playstyle ultimately depends on how you want to play the game. And more importantly, always do and build what you think is fun. I know I do. Okay, it's time to put it to the test. Budget build versus EK. Well, let's see if our effort was worth it. If you found this video insightful or useful, please give it a like, subscribe, and comment what build you would like to see next, and I'll make sure to test it out, for science. Thanks for watching.